Hey, hello everyone, it's Meredith. I'm here with the Timeless Heart reading. This one is specifically for relationships. I get a lot of requests for a reading just like this. So, I'm finally doing it for you. Okay, I had to find the right layout. I had to find the right vibe. So, here it is. We're using 3 different decks. We're going to be using Psychic Tarot for the heart, Whispers of Love, and the old standby, the Romance Angels. Okay, so let's get started. The first position for the cards, this is the heart of the matter, which is right here. And our first card is these cards are done differently in this deck. This is the Six of Cups. Hey, not a bad card. So this is energy and experience from our past, revisiting us in the now, and blessing us in the now. This could also be someone from our past returning. My intuitive feeling is that this is a set of circumstances, a scenario that feels really familiar, that's cycling back around. The Six of Cups is also called the soulmate card. So there is deep appreciation and love on this card. So if you will be relating this to a significant person in your life. So this is someone that you have a strong connection to. Someone that you have known for a very long time, or you feel a past life connection to this person. You have a strong bond, and it doesn't matter how much time passes between the two of you, or experience that passes between the two of you. You could go, a long period of time without seeing this person and just pick up where you left off. So strong soulmate energy, lots of appreciation and love, a very strong bond here, and maybe someone from your past. Now, another message I'm getting off this card is that some of you are healing something from your past. I mean, that's ongoing work anyway. That's no secret. That's not psychic information. We're all doing that. We're all healing something. This, though, is showing up, letting you know that you're in a process with something that's kind of old, but it's blessing you in the now. And I also feel a decision has to be made with this card. You're making choices based on some of your past experience and using that as contrast so that you can reinvent yourself, your current experience with the people that are a part of your life now. You're wanting to do it differently. Certainly in our daily messages, we've had that show up a lot. There's been a fear of making or repeating past experience that was unfavorable. And the only way to do that is just to do it the same. Don't run it through that same old filter. Run it through a new filter. You get to do it different. Okay. The overall message on this card is something from the past is blessing us in the now. That could be a life lesson. It could be a prior experience. It could be the connection you have to someone from your past who you have not seen for a long while, and they reappear, and their reappearance blesses you. You may have a conversation and you have an epiphany moment through talking to this person, and that somehow inspires you for what you're working on in the now. Your Romance Angel card is attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. This card for me is always a message of be yourself. Don't try to be anything but you. That's beautiful all the time. And the person who you're destined to walk along with for a while, they're going to appreciate you being you. You don't have to turn yourself inside out. You're not a pretzel. You don't have to change who you are. You can, flaws and all, you are perfect just the way you are right now, this very moment. You don't need to change a thing. And the person you love and the one who loves you will see that, will know it, will recognize it, and will appreciate it. Your Whispers of Love card, embrace your emotions. Yes, this connects very well to our Six of Cups here. Don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. That goes well with this attraction card too. You know, we have them. Let's express them. We don't have to react to everything we feel though. We can respond to everything we feel with compassion and love. It's our job to do us, and that's attractive too. What's unattractive is not taking care of the self, not taking care of the emotions. So do that. Maybe there's a message in this Six of Cups here for you about that. So recall what worked for you very well in the past. Try not to be fearful of the things that didn't work for you in the past. You don't have to repeat those. That's a personal choice, okay? So embrace your emotions. Respond to yourself with compassion, kindness, and love. Watch the inner dialogue and let that be a blessing to you and everyone in your life. Okay. The next position in the cards is recent developments. So, yeah, recent developments. This is the Ace of Pentacles in this deck. Nice. Resources. This is a divine and cosmic gift. This is the universe lending a hand out, hand up, not a handout, a hand up. Giving us a hand and strengthening our bonds, which is beautiful. So the universe is coming in and saying, we see this connection between you and your beloved. We support it, and we're going to help you strengthen those bonds. So you have all that you need and require by simply being yourself, taking care of you, and bringing all the best of you to it. This is how you strengthen bonds: acceptance and appreciation and allowing. It's a really simple message, but it's a divine gift. And going along with that, you have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Yeah, because you're feeling like you're on a better foundation in your relationship right now. You feel good about being yourself. You are not feeling reservations. Well, some of you are feeling reservations. Expressing our love can feel risky, but you know, just this goes back to the attraction card. Being yourself is a beautiful thing. And again, the people in your life are going to appreciate you being you, not some carbon copy of someone else, and not some carbon copy of a way that you were taught to behave or what you think is socially acceptable. This is not you being you. So express yourself. Just go ahead and do it. Take that leap of faith. Recent developments. This is a feeling that you've had for a while. Maybe you've been holding back on it. And now is the time, because the bond between you and the one you love, the one you care about, the one you're falling in love with, that bond is strengthening. And making the gesture is supported by the connection that is currently between the two of you. Next card. Receive with love and appreciation. Yes, exactly. Receiving something lovingly from others is a way of showing love. Yes, it's so perfect that seeing the appreciation on your beloved's face by expressing how you feel, that's their way of showing you how loved you are for just being you. I hope that made sense, because it sounds a little convoluted at the moment as I'm hearing myself. I think you'll get it though. The next position is the potential oncoming. So based on the energy of now, things flowing the way they're flowing, this is the most likely energy to unfold in the oncoming. And we have the Four of Wands. Wow. How nice is that? This is the honeymoon card. So here we have strengthening bonds. We have blessings from our past in the now. This is known as the honeymoon card. This is joy and celebration. It's connection within relationships. So things are changing. Things are stepping up. And at the time I'm doing this reading, we are very near the end of Venus retrograde. That ends on November 16th, 2018. We're very near the end. So a lot of us are eager. We are ready to go bounding out of the gate with our energy. We've felt a sense of delay. We have felt a sense of blockage, being held back, maybe even caged. Our freedom has been very important to us at this time. And this card is like the gates being thrown open and we're just running through them because we're ready. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Yeah, that's been in short supply lately for a lot of people. We've had experiences within our relationship to ourselves. I've heard this from so many people recently. I'd say over the past 2 weeks. Right now we're at the beginning of November, and a lot of you are doubting yourselves. A lot of you have been feeling somewhat down, a little bit confused, and weary of this retrograde energy. We've had a full year of retrogrades, and so a lot of people are pretty tired of it. So when you see a card like Trust next to the Four of Wands, for some of you this is a message of hang in there, don't give up 5 minutes before the miracle happens. When that's the last thing you want to hear. You're like, damn it, I've been hanging on so long doing the inner journey work. I have been so focused on self-care, self-nurture, self-love. I've had enough. Like, I'm not going to give up on myself. I'm going to keep doing it. But this whole trust, have faith, it feels like waiting to my ego, and my ego is about ready to explode. Going with this, back to what you love. Your current situation is giving you an opportunity to reevaluate what you want. Another message nobody really wants to hear. But that's what retrogrades are for. It's a review so that you can redo. And not redo in the same old way. It's redo in a new way. So this reevaluation is, you just substitute that reevaluate for retrograde. The promise that's coming out of this, though, is that things are about to change and it's closer than you think. And you have to have trust and faith for that information. I know specifically that I've spoken to at least 4 people in the past week who are literally feeling as though they are just at the end of their rope with their relationship situations. And it's very hard for them to hear me say, hang in there, keep going, because they don't have any evidence whatsoever that anything's improving for them. So they're doing the work, they're connected to their manifestation, they're saying their prayers and, reciting their mantras, they're doing great self-care, they're exercising, they're eating right, they're getting the best sleep they can. They're harmonizing, balancing their lives, managing their time very well, being quite deliberate, and they see no evidence. And, to be told that you have to trust and have faith and to hear that same message for weeks upon weeks upon weeks, they're at the I don't believe you state. And yet, the cards just keep saying it. So get back to what you love. Continue to reevaluate. This is actually quite valuable time, these now moments, because you're being offered the opportunity to fine-tune your dreams, goals, plans, and manifestations. So it's not like you have a deadline or a clock to punch. It's just that you have this sense of eagerness that you want to move forward. And, that's getting you in the nitty gritty. You actually want to jump out of your own skin at times because you've so had enough of these energies that we're navigating. And, you're told every time, return to your list, return again and again and again, and keep looking at it and make sure that what you're praying for is exactly what you want, because the universe is really good at delivering it. So be mindful, pay attention to that, and take it for what it's worth, and it's worth quite a lot, folks. All right. The next one is actions that can help us, and we have the Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving. That message about reevaluating in the retrogrades here, this is why. Because, you know, this is it's generosity, it's abundance, it's manifestation, it's your gifts being put right in the palm of your hand. So make sure it's what you want. And also make sure that you are capable of giving the caliber of energy that you wish to receive. Just take a moment and think about that. Do you have the willingness to give to your partner exactly what you desire in your heart of hearts? That 6 would have you reevaluate it. And so would this 4 and this oracle card here. Be willing to give the very thing you're praying for. I'm going to just leave that alone because I think that's powerful enough by itself. Pay attention to the red flags. Well, there you have it. The signs are cautioning you. I feel that this card back here was more the caution to get back to what you love. Is it exactly what you want? Have you done the reevaluation? That's the red flag. So as you mutter under your breath over having faith, trusting this process, you need to ask yourself, have I really done the work? I know a lot of you have. I just gave the example of so many people I've spoken to recently that are doing the work consistently. You know, and they're still not seeing evidence right now, and they continue to be told to hang in there, have faith and trust. But there are those of you that have kind of, pardon me for putting it this way, you've half-assed it, and you know it. So that's your red flag. So if that's you, if you fall into that category, then you know what to do. Go back to your drawing board, whatever that looks like for you. If it's a vision board, if it's your diary, if it's a list on a notepad, whatever that is, start going over that list, because you have the Ace of Pentacles over here. This is the universe delivering the very things you've asked for. Make sure that what you've asked for is exactly what you want. And then you have rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take a break. So do the work, take a break. Do some more of the work, take a break. And those of you who have not done the work, get busy and then take a break. So this is an action that can be helpful so that you're not in anxiety, that you're not on the hamster wheel of your own, you know, mental hijinks, not having vulture thoughts. Do this so that you don't find yourself there, just spinning wheels, you know. Okay, next position is something not yet considered. Ooh, this should be interesting. Ooh, we have the High Priestess. Listen. Are you listening to your intuition? Great question. And another great question. What have I not considered? I love that question. I ask myself that question several times a week. And when I'm in an intense reevaluation of something, I might ask that question a whole lot more. I love asking it though, because I then go about my day. I do my life, and I could be driving, I could be folding laundry, whatever the tedious, repetitive task might be, but I tend to go to the rest and relaxation state when I do repetitive tasks, and it gets very zen for me. It's a moving meditation of sorts, and then that's when I receive some of the best messages. That's when I can hear and really listen because I'm not paying attention to anything else. I've gone very quiet within myself. I'm in my heart space, and I enjoy the simple things. By taking loving care of something such as folding laundry. It feels good to take care of my life in that way. And so when I'm quiet like that and I'm alone in that space, I hear better for my own self. I'm not on the clock. I'm not doing a reading for someone. I'm just being present with myself in the moment, and I hear what I most need to hear. I hear the answer to the what have I not considered. So, consider that, folks. Excuse me. Next card that goes with it, Romance Angels, True Love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So, what have you not considered? That this person that's with you is your true love, your love of a lifetime. Are you listening to the messages, or are you busy doubting, having anxiety, worry, fear, because things have not unfolded in a way that you thought were typical or reasonable, or the way your ego wanted it? Maybe it's happening differently for you. And in that different, which we talked about over here, doing things different doesn't mean it's not working out. So isn't that a catch-22 when you've had the concern that you would repeat past experiences that were unfavorable, and then you decided, okay, well, I get to choose. I get to choose how it's going to go, and it doesn't have to go the way that it once did. There's no formula to this relationship. So you break free of that, and then you're over here wondering, well, it's so different that I don't know if this is true love. I'm not being reassured in the way my ego would like. Maybe I need to do some reevaluation of what different looks like. So that's something we may not have considered either. Different doesn't mean it isn't working out. Different means different, and keep your heart space open for it. And then you have love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Oh, how perfect is this, folks? Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. I'm not going to say any more about that. That was beautiful. Okay, this last set of cards is insight for desirable outcome. And we get, oh, interesting, control. This is the strength card. What was I saying to you about the mental hijinks over here? If ever anything needed taming, it would be that, right? It's us on our hamster wheel. So this is the I within the I am. So this is us witnessing ourselves, and seeing the ripple effect of what we witness. So are we keeping our connection to our manifestation, our intention, or are we allowing ourselves, our egoic selves, to run amok in the situation? So the answer is to listen. Witness yourself. Just like I was saying, whatever your repetitive task is, if you're out in the garage changing the oil in your car, twisting wrenches, whatever you like to do out there, maybe you're refinishing furniture, maybe you're doing the laundry, maybe you're washing dishes or making a meal, whatever it is, it's in that moment that you get this perspective. You get to watch yourself watching yourself. So what are you thinking? And it's there that you will catch those fine little threads that can be your undoing, that will unravel everything. and it most assuredly will unravel the truth of where your thoughts are really tracking, and if you are in your heart space with your true intention for your relationship. So coming along with this card, free yourself. Yeah. It's time to take back control. Oh, interesting. Control of your life. Let's say it's time to be really discerning with your thought process. What are you thinking? And in turn, what is that creating? And if it's not creating the outcome you desire, you got to do it different. And then your Whispers of Love card is ask for help. What is it you really need help with? Be willing to allow, be willing to allow yourself the support you need. So when you see it, when you see where you undermine yourself, you can't unsee it, which is awesome, because then you get to make adjustments, reevaluations over here. So there it is, folks. That is the Timeless Heart reading for whatever's going on in your beloved relationship. I hope that these cards provide you the necessary insight so that you can make adjustments, so that you can stay on track with what you are dreaming into the now in your heart of hearts. Blessings to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe here on the channel. I do so appreciate it. And have a beautiful day. Bye for now, everyone.